Good morning. Oh, rained last night. Well, early this morning. Rained pretty hard at times. It's kind of nice sleeping with the pitter patter rain on the roof, but man, we had some thunder and boom! It was a pretty cool night. A little bit chilly this morning, but the good news is there won't be much dust today, so that's good. Bad news is it might be a little muddy, but hey. And hold on, let me turn you around to get a look at this. So that's where we're going, back up there, and possibly a little dusting of snow up there. So it's the old buzzard's last day here, and we haven't taken him up the Barney Lake Trail yet. Ron hasn't been up it, so this will be our third time up the Barney Lake, but everyone else is first. And if it's muddy, it's even going to be more interesting trying to get up it, but that's what makes it fun, right? So yeah, just I don't know, looking at the radar, the worst is past, as the storm has kind of moved off that way, and there doesn't seem as cloudy and as bad as it looks. According to the radar, there really isn't much more coming from that way, so hopefully it's over with. Machines are wet, kind of wiping them down, drying them off, getting ready to go. Deciding how many layers of jackets I'm going to be wearing. It's cold, and it's only supposed to get up to 50 something today, so. But bad day riding's better than a good day at work, right? So I don't know if I gave this quite enough foreshadowing or not, but today is an amazing day. But yes, weather is going to be an issue. So the usual cast of characters. We got Junior with us today, and we've got the old buzzard and his wife Judy, and we've got Ron with us. And we also have another couple with us riding just for today. We got Jerry and Sharon riding with us. They just showed up last night. They got, the one last day to ride with me and the old buzzard, and so we were just happy to have them come along with us. So the more the merrier. But yeah, we met down at Tugs, which is the Sinclair, the gas station there in town. Kind of just got all grouped up and set out. Sit back, grab something warm to drink, and enjoy. So it was about this point in here where we stopped, and Suzanne and I and TJ threw on our rain gear. I mean, we were already kind of getting wet. You can see, there's just a little bit of it falling from the sky, but there's just such a thick, heavy, wet fog layer it's just amazing how much moisture is right here in the air. Your goggles are just covering up, the camera's constantly covering up, and you can see a little bit of mud now starting to flip up from the tires. There's some pretty serious moisture in the air, and we have literally just begun to climb this mountain. Now the rest of these hardcore gentlemen, they have windshields and rear windows, and hell, most of them even have, side doors. They've got a completely enclosed cab, so they're all in pretty good shape. But us commandos, we like things a little simpler, so we did stop before we got soaked and throw on our rain gear and decided to just keep going. Now, if we were by ourselves, I think we'd have just thought, you know what, this probably isn't a good idea. But we had a big group of us. We had plenty of winches. We had everything we needed. And we just thought, well, we're just going to press on until it gets, see how bad it gets. I don't know. But I'm glad we did. So as we made it up here to the tree line, yeah, just like the old buzzard said, it's like we'd come up out of the fog line a little bit, so there seemed to be a little less moisture in the air, which was a good thing. But yeah, at this point, I mean, Susanna had said, hey, just take your dang goggles off, because the goggles were just getting covered with moisture faster than you could wipe them. And I have to apologize for the camera too, because you're going to get a lot of moisture ends up on the camera, and Susanna does a really good job of trying to keep it clean, but man, there's a lot of it. But once we got here to the tree line, yeah, the moisture in the air was a little bit lower, and that was all good. But then we hit the snow. So yeah, this is usually the trickiest part of the trail anyway, because it gets pretty tight, pretty technical in here. And the snow is going to add a little bit more fun to it. We don't know how much deeper it's going to get. We don't know. We just don't know at this point. But we're determined, and we keep going. And the leaves changing colors, some fresh fallen snow on the ground. Just a crisp, downright cold fall morning. I mean, wow. Just wow. And at this point, things haven't turned out as bad as I had feared. It's a little bit slippery in the mud, but we haven't really hit that much snow yet. You know, the rocks are wet, so the rocks are a little bit slippery, but all in all, it's not nearly as bad as I had feared. So far, so good. So we're getting really close to the summit now. And the snow hasn't really gotten much deeper, so from here on out it looks like we're in pretty good shape. But can you believe just how beautiful it is? I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, we have been up this trail. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times. This is just one of the most memorable rides up this trail. I mean, truly, what an amazing day. I will never forget this day.
That's so pretty.
Well, I'm calling that, and I built my seat up.
Yeah, I feel like Marshmallow Man. What? Oh yeah, I blew my crotch out.
Now your farts have somewhere to go.
We just gonna juice up.
Yeah. Air conditioning now.
Yeah.
Fun. Look, the clouds are moving. You can see.
Yeah, it just kind of opened up and gave me a cool shot of that.
Oh, that's cool. Did you take a shot of the machine?
And we get up here to the summit, and there's hardly any snow at all. And that was a good thing. That was kind of a relief. I mean, when we left town, and you could kind of see that it was snowing up here. And, Marysville's about 5,000 feet, and Barney Lake's a little over 10. And so, I guess here at the summit, we're probably 10.5. 10.5, maybe closer to 11. But when you're kind of surveying the weather from down in the valley, and then you start heading up this way and you hit 6,000, 7,000 feet and you start to see moisture and snow, you start to get a little worried about what it's going to be like once you get over to the top. 'Cause, we just had no idea. And thankfully we got lucky. There just was enough snow to make everything beautiful and interesting, but not enough that it really hampered the ride up here. So from the summit here down to Barney Lake, it's about, 15, 20 minutes maybe if you're going slow. Now this is usually the point where I take all the footage from this spot to that spot and chop it up, and it's about 2 minutes worth, and throw some music over it and carry on. And I'm just kind of going through the footage of the trip down, and I think I'm going to just kind of leave most of it in. It was really a pretty ride from the summit here down to the lake, and I want to remember it, and I want TJ to remember it. I want Dan and Ron and all those guys to remember it. And so I'm going to leave the majority of it in and let you guys just enjoy the cruise from here down to Barney Lake. So amazing as this day has been, we're really only about halfway through it. And I feel like the video is already getting a little bit too long, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this day up into 2 parts just for the sake of the length of the video, because there really is a lot left. So stay tuned for the next part of this day. I will get it up as soon as possible, and we really appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you on the trail.